Hello and welcome to Where Am I, the game show that helps you figure out where in the world you are. I'm your host Gavin, and each of our contestants are lost somewhere in the world. My job is to answer the 10 questions that they have to help them figure out just exactly where they are. Each contestant is on a green screen, and behind them is a picture of a place somewhere in the world, but they can't see it. Only I can, and you at home. Each contestant has 10 questions. They can ask to help them figure out where in the world they are. After 10 questions, they have to guess where they are. If they get it right, they win. Let's get started. Here's our first contestant, Tauren.
Hi. How are you doing today? Thank you.
Yeah.
So.
What's your first question?
Let's think. Let me take a look at it. Okay. Is it like a desert? Does it have a lot of deserts?
It has a lot of desert, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anything else but desert, or is it just desert?
Well, there's like cities and landmarks.
Okay.
Well, there's a city.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go. Let me think. Is it like known for like having pyramids?
Yes.
Is it Egypt?
You got it right.
Yeah. Yay.
Thanks for playing, Tauren. Let's find our next contestant. Here's our next contestant, Maddie.
Hi.
So you have to guess a city in 10 questions.
Yep.
What's your first question?
All right. Is it like hot? Is it cold?
It's like mild.
Warmish.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, like, yeah.
Is the terrain like rocky?
Well, I don't actually know. I've never been. I don't quite know, but I'm guessing, considering its region, it might be rocky.
Is it near the mountains?
I don't think it's near mountains.
Is it landlocked?
No, it is not a landlocked city.
Is it like a big population?
Yes, there is a large population in this city.
New York, New York?
Yes, it is New York, New York. Thanks for playing, Maddie. Let's find our next contestant. Here's our next contestant, Tyler. He will have to guess this place in 10 questions. What is your first question, Tyler?
Is this place big?
It's actually very small.
Is it a city?
It's not a city.
Is it a state?
It is a state.
Is it hot?
It is, it's quite hot, yes. It's warm.
Is it a big population?
There's like a decently sized population, yeah.
Is it India?
It's not India. India isn't a state, though.
Is it an island?
It is more than one island.
Is it Taiwan?
It's not Taiwan, no. Taiwan is not a state either.
Is it a big language?
It does have its own language, but a lot of people also speak English there.
Is it far away from other places?
It's far away from it's far away from the country it's a part of.
Is it California?
It is not California. Well, you've asked 10 questions. What is your final guess?
Is it Spain?
It is not Spain. It is actually Hawaii. Let's find our next contestant. Here's our next contestant, Caroline. Caroline will have to guess this place in 10 questions.
Is it in Asia?
It is in Asia.
Is it, does it have does it have a big population?
Yes, it actually has a very high population.
Okay. Is it, is it a city or?
It is a place in a country. It is
Okay.
it is a place, yes. A very famous landmark.
Could you give me like a hint?
It is one of the bigger countries in Asia.
Is Russia in Asia?
Part of Russia is in Asia, but it's not Russia.
Okay. How many questions do I have left?
You have 5.
Okay. Is it near, I guess, is Tokyo in Asia?
Tokyo is in Asia, but it's not Tokyo.
Okay. Does it have a lot of economy or something?
It is definitely a very economically powerful country.
Okay. Is it China?
It is China, but it is a specific place in China. It's a famous landmark. Well, you do have 2 more questions if you want to ask them.
Okay. I don't know.
Well, do you want to give up, I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Well, the place it was the Great Wall of China. Well, thanks for playing, Caroline. Now, let's find our next contestant. Here's our next contestant, Ella.
Hi.
So, you're going to have to guess this place in 10 questions. So, let's hear your first question.
Is it tropical?
It's not super tropical. It is relatively close to the equator.
Is it in the United States?
It is not in the United States.
Does it speak a different language?
It does speak a different language, yes.
Is it a city?
No, it is actually a country.
How big is the country?
It's pretty big, land area wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Used to be much bigger.
Is it in Russia?
It's not in Russia, no.
Is it in Asia?
It is not in Asia, no.
How many questions do I have left?
You have 3 questions.
Is it in Africa?
It is not in Africa, no.
Is it in the Azores?
I don't think it is in the Azores, no.
Is it Mexico?
It is Mexico. Well, thank you for playing, Ellie. And we're going to go on our next contestant. Here's our next contestant, Jack. He will have to guess this place in 10 questions. So, what is your first question, Jack?
Is it in Asia?
It is not in Asia. No.
What language do they speak?
They speak many languages.
Is it near Australia?
It is near Australia, yes.
Is it New Zealand?
It is not New Zealand.
Is it like a landmark or a city? Or...
It is actually a big area.
Is it Oceania?
It is not Oceania, no.
How many questions do I have left?
You have 4.
What direction is it from Oceania?
South.
Is it Australia?
No. It is close to Australia, though.
Is it a body of water?
It is not a body of water.
Is it a region?
It is... I guess you could maybe call it a region. So, that was your last question. Now you have to guess. Do you give up?
Yeah.
The answer was Antarctica. Well, thanks for playing, Jack. Let's find our next contestant. Here's our next contestant, Johnny. He will have to guess this place in 10 questions. So, what's your first question, Johnny?
Did it invent any food?
I'd say it invented maybe quite a few foods.
Is it south from us?
It is south, I think. I think it's south, yes.
Is it hot over there?
It's normal climate for the region, I guess.
Do they speak a different language?
No, mostly they just speak English.
And do they have an accent?
There is a very famous accent in this area, yes.
Is it a old one, you think? An old country?
Well, it's not I should specify it's not a country, it's a city.
Would you consider it pretty far or not too far?
It is actually it's a little close. Yeah, it's close.
To our country or to our state?
To our state.
Is it in the USA?
It is in the USA, yes.
Is it Washington, D.C.?
No, it is not Washington, D.C., but it is a capital.
Would you consider it popular, like big?
I'd say it is a very popular and a very populated place, yes.
How many questions do I have left?
You have one... Wait. Actually, that was your last question.
Hard. This is gonna be a bad guess, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, Georgia? Very bad.
Georgia isn't a city, but no, it's not Georgia.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it is a bad guess.
It's Boston, actually. Well, thanks for playing, Johnny. And let's get ready for our next contestant. Well, let's get started. Here we have our contestant, Ellie, and she has to guess this place in 10 questions. So, what is your first question, Ellie?
Is it warm?
It's average, I guess. Maybe a little warm.
Okay. Is it like a seasonally warm thing, or is it just like...
I think it does get maybe seasonally warm, yeah.
Is it a country?
No, it is actually a city.
City. Is it in America?
No, it's not in America.
Is it like a big place?
Well, it is a very populated place, but I don't know if it's like a very big place in land area.
Do you have like an average land area of the place?
Like, I'd say it's pretty average for its size.
Is it like,
It does actually have more population than a few countries.
is it by the equator?
It is not by the equator, no.
Wait, what?
It is not by the equator, no.
I know. Is it in Asia?
It is in Asia,
Is
yes.
it Tokyo?
Yes, you are correct.
Okay.
Well, thanks for playing, Ellie.
I'm great.
And that's our last contestant. So, it's over!